Just like that, game number 2. At the plate is Cooper Miles. He'll start at third base in game 2. Full count. Houston Wynn, the pitcher for the Saints. This pitch has popped up. Foul territory, but Taylor Clapp makes the play. He's playing third. Only a couple of changes in the lineup for the Saints. Riscasi and Palladino will be in the lineup in game number 2 for the Saints. Mikey Scott at the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike on Mikey. DH in this game, as he was in game number 1. Had an RBI. A couple of hits in game 1. 2 balls and a strike. One hopper to the shortstop. Gray fields cleanly, throws to first. Then there's 2 down. At the plate, the first baseman, Moss. Hard hit ball to third. Taylor fields cleanly, throws to first. Nice arm. 3 up and 3 down for the starter, Houston Wynn. No score in the top of the first. This is Flagler Saints baseball. Starting pitcher for St. Leo here in game number 2 is Sam Cole. He is a sophomore, 6'5", 225. Out of Tampa, Florida A3 Academy. Choked up here. Newland, Gray, and Fitzgerald will come to the plate for the Saints here in the bottom of the first. Trey Newland will lead it off. First pitch to him is low and outside. Did not have a hit in game number 1 today. Drives that ball deep, though, into left center field. That's going to carry. A couple of hops just short of the track. That's a double leading off for Trey Newland. That'll bring up Mason Gray, the shortstop. Mason looking for his first hit today. Did not have a hit in game 1. Cole delivers outside, ball 1. Bunt foul, strike 2. Excuse me, strike 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. And pitch is fouled off. Top of the net, 1-2. That pitch is popped up, foul. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bottom of the first, no score. Leadoff double by Newland. He's at second. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. Struck him out. That'll bring up Fitzgerald. Bryce, a junior from Oviedo, Florida. Also looking for his first hit today. Hits this one deep into center field. Center fielder drifting back on that. That's Adams. Makes the catch. Tag from Newland. He's safely in at third. So the fly ball advances the runner, but there's 2 away with a runner at third now. I'll bring up Luke Welburn batting in the cleanup spot today in the second game, as he did in the first. Luke had 2 hits in the first game, had a single and a double. Well, we're going to have a discussion. What appeared to be a balk by the pitcher Cole. Yep. So the Saints get their first run of the day. In fact, first run of the day. Newland scores. That pitch is fouled off third base side, out of play. Pitch outside. Count even at 1. So the Saints get on the board first here in game number 2. And that is a hard hit ball to center field, just not deep enough. Adams makes the play, and the side is retired. But a run scores on a double by Newland, and works his way to third on a fly ball, and then scores on a balk. It's 1-0 Saints after 1. This is Flagler College baseball. It's Luke Huyen at the plate. He'll lead things off here in the top of the second inning for the Lions. Swings at the pitch and pops it up. It's going to stay in play. And it's caught over there and out by Luke Welburn, the first baseman. That'll bring up the shortstop, Nunez. Had a good game in game 1. First pitch called, strike 1. He was 3 for 4 in game 1 with an RBI and a run scored. That pitch is low. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. This ball is driven into the gap right center field. Not deep, though. Out number 2. Will Taylor makes the out there. It's right field. Breaking ball called a strike. That was a nice one. That pitch is fouled off. Right field side, out of play. Into the bullpen. Got an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Pitch outside. Got him. Strikeout. That retires the side, and no run score in the top of the second. This is Flagler Saints baseball. Five, 6, and 7 in the batting order due to bat for the Saints. Taylor Clapp will lead it off here in the bottom of the second inning. Saints lead at 1-0. First pitch, strike one. Sam Cole on the mound for the Lions. Pitch is fouled off. Pitch up and in. Chop that ball foul, third base side. Dave over there and is with a quick as a cat picked that one up. And a 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ball, third base side in the gap. He's safe at first as there was no play. Nunez picks the ball up. Bounce off Miles' glove. We're going to call that a base hit. By we, I mean Matt. He's the official scorer. So runner at first. Puts the leadoff runner on base 2 innings in a row. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sullivan pops this one up. It's going to be back here out of play. Sullivan had hit a single in game number 1 today. Took a close one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cole working from the stretch. Checks the runner at first, and the pitch is hit on the ground. Nice play by the the second baseman. McCurry. The runner advances. Riscassi, the DH in game 2 here today. Nice bunt for trying to get a bunt for a base hit. Does not work, but it does advance the runner, so that's a sacrifice bunt. Hard to tell whether they're going for the base hit or the sacrifice, but that was the sacrifice. So 2 away. But a runner at third for the Saints. Pitch a called strike. This is Peyton Palladino at the plate. Freshman from Danvers, Massachusetts, St. John's Prep School. This ball is popped toward right field. Not very deep, not deep enough. Rivero makes the play out there, and the side is retired. Runner stranded at third, but no run score. 2 innings complete. Saints lead by 1. 1-0. This is Flagler Saints baseball. So Luis Rivera, the right fielder, will step in to lead things off here. Top inning 3. Did not get a hit in game 1. Did have 2 at bats. He was 0 for 2. Came in as a defensive replacement in the 5th inning. First pitch is ball 1. Second pitch is fouled off. Strike 1. Ball is hit into the outfield, shallow right center field. Fitzgerald makes the play. One away. That brings up McDonald. Dylan McDonald, the junior from Tampa, went to Wharton over there. A line drive right at Gray, who makes the play. 2 outs. That will bring up the center fielder Adams, number 9 in the batting order. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Had a good game in game number 1. He walked, doubled, 2 singles, stolen base, runs scored, and 2 RBIs. Called strike 2. He did not like the call. I'm just assuming that. I didn't hear him say it, but the way, body language. The 0-2 pitch. A bit further outside. And the 1-2. Fouled it off. One ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Big cutter on an off-speed pitch. Struck him out. 3 up and 3 down inning for Houston win. 2.5 in the books. Saints still lead at 1-0. This is Flagler College Baseball. Will Taylor will lead things off for the Saints in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Will, the right fielder, did not get a hit in game 1. First pitch outside, ball 1. And this pitch is fouled off, so strike 1. Trey Newland on deck. Mason Gray also scheduled to bat this inning. That pitch is popped up. It's foul. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch. Right field, foul. That pitch was tipped. Foul. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Saints lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. They scored on a balk. Newland singled. And Newland doubled. That's a fly ball to left center. And there's one away as Adams makes the play out there. Now Trey Newland at the plate. As I said, he doubled in the bottom of the first. Moved to third on a fly ball. And then scored on a balk. First pitch, strike one. Strike two. Off-speed pitch gets him. Strikeout. Mason Gray at the plate. First pitch, ball one. Ground ball toward third down the line. It's a fair ball. Miles laid out, got his glove on it. Matt, what do you got? Another hit. That brings up Fitzgerald. He's 0 for 1. First pitch is strike one. Ball gets away on the throw to first. He's going for third. Going to be a play, and he's safe as the throw off line. Often wondered why they throw to first so much. Kind of what Woody Hayes used to say about passing. You throw to first, three things can go happen, and two of them are bad. One ball, one strike, and 2 outs. Hard hit ball. That's going to score a run. No, it isn't. Nice play by the second baseman out there, Curry. Keeps the run from scoring. So 3 are complete. Saints have 2 hits. Lions have no hits. Saints lead at 1-0. This is Flagler Saint Baseball. Cooper Miles will start things off top of the 4th inning for the St. Leo Lions. They won Game 1 and Game 2. Game 1, 5-2. Game 2, 5-zip. Off-speed pitch, strike one. Houston Wynn on the mound for the Saints. Pitch outside. Ball one. The 1-1 pitch. Nice breaker. Two hopper to Gray. Kicked it, booted it, picked it up. Nope, no throw. So Mikey Scott now will step in. Scott the DH as he was in game one. That ball is hit high. It's done right field line. It's going to be foul territory, and Taylor can't get there. That'd have been a heck of a play if he'd have gotten there. Throw to first. Nope. Go one pitch. Popped up. It's going to carry into right field. And that is out number one. Taylor makes the play out there in right field. That'll bring up Callum Moss, big first baseman. Ground ball to third. Taylor to second. The turn, and that's a double play. The pitcher's best friend, the inning-ending double play. Side is retired and no run score. 3.5 innings complete. Still 1-0 Flagler. This is Flagler College baseball. Bottom of inning number 4, and Luke Welburn will start things off for the Saints. Taylor Clapp on deck. Yeah. 2-0 popped up. 2-1 pitch is high. 3 balls and a strike. Luke is 0 for 1 in this game. Hard hit ball to left field. Pretty good charge in that. That's going to carry. One hop, the warning track hits the wall by the Alligator Farm sign. Wake up the Gator out there. So Welber starts things off with a double. Second leadoff double in this game for the Saints. That'll bring up Taylor Clapp with Jesse Sullivan on deck. Foul ball. Oh, almost made it over to the softball field. Oh, 1 shows bunt, gets away. That's going to advance the runner to third. So a wild pitch. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. And a hard hit fly ball. Not too far. I'm parked over there. I don't like the sound. I don't like the sound of that bad sound. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out after a really long fly foul ball. That ball goes right back to the pitcher. He throws to first. The runner remains at third. The DH, Kevin Rukasi at the plate. Hits that one into left center field. The left fielder drifts that way. McDonald reaches up and makes the catch. So the side is retired with a runner stranded at third and no run score. 4 innings are complete. The Saints have a run on 3 hits. And the Lions have no runs. This is Flagler Saints baseball. Top of the 5th inning. And The catcher, make sure I pronounce this right. Luke Huyen at the plate. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss, and 1 ball and 1 strike. Luke is 0 for 1 in this game. Shortstop Nunez on deck. That ball is pulled foul, so it's 1-2. That pitch is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch is fouled straight back. Ground ball towards short. Gray Fields throws to first, and there's 1 away. That will bring up the shortstop, Nunez. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, no runners on. Top of the 5th inning, 1-0 Saints. Count goes to 2-1. Breeze still blowing in from center. Temperatures dropped about 10 degrees since the game started. Still a beautiful day. Fly ball, shallow right. Taylor makes the catch on the run. Jesse Arcuri at the plate. Struck out in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Hard hit ball in the gap. That's a base hit into left center field. That'll bring up Luis Rivera, the right fielder. He is 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball to center field in his first at bat. Arcuri's hit was the first hit of the game for the Lions. Here in inning number 5. That ball's pulled foul. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 5th. 1-0 Saints. That's strike 2. Throw over to first. That ball is popped up. Fairly shallow right center field. Fitzgerald moves to his left and makes the play. One runner stranded, no run score. After 4.5 innings, Houston Wind has a one hitter going. This is Flagler Saints baseball. Bottom of the fifth, Peyton Palladino will lead it off. Second baseman takes the first pitch, called strike one. Peyton 0 for 1. 1-1 pitch is fouled off. Chopped foul right there at the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Just got a piece of it. From the windup, the 1-2 is hit right back up the middle. Nunez got his glove on it. But I'm going to guess that's a base hit. What do you think, Matt? Another base hit for the Saints. I'm good at guessing. If it's on the ground through the infield, these guys generally get a glove on it, knock it down, do something. They're pretty, the first base, second base, and third even. Pretty quick. Will Taylor at the plate, showing bunt, and he gets it foul. Even that was a good play by Miles. He came in on that thing so he couldn't spin back. Okay, time for a solid base hit. Nope, showing a bunt. And again, foul. Carbon copy of number 1. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch shows bunt again. And that's foul, and he's out. Kind of a low percentage play, actually. Top of the order for the Saints, Trey Newland. Double and a run scored. The only run so far in this game, and that was inning number one. Scored on a balk. Had a double though. Big cut, fouled it into the screen. Strike one.
Flagler had beach volleyball. Would you play beach volleyball? Yeah.
I like beach better than indoor.
Really?
And I'm better at beach than indoor, yeah.
And the 0-1.
Next
Fouled back.
spring, after I'm retired and Ken's going to be here, we're going to start getting into some
Like active tournament?
competitive, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Because you can actually win like some decent money
Yeah.
doing that. So I'd rather do that than work.
You can.
Yep.
So 2 outs now.
More just when Kennedy's going to be good to go again.
Runner at first, 2 outs. Pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
NCAA convention every year, they give out these certain awards. Like sometimes they'll have like a sheet that has awards, and the people are usually there to get it, which is actually pretty cool because it's a lot of special athletes. And this year, Missy May got something.
Oh, that's
Popped
cool.
it up.
That was pretty cool to see her there.
Right field. And that's out number 3. So a single goes to waste as the Saints unable to capitalize on it. And now it's 6 innings complete. Excuse me. I'm losing count here. It's 5 innings complete. It's still 1-0 Saints. And this is Flagler Saint baseball. It's double header. Somewhere in the middle of the double header there, I start to fade. See what I can do about that. Dylan McDonald will step in. Top of inning number 6. Pitch is fouled straight back for pitch number 1. Houston Wynn on the mound, starter for the Saints. No activity in the bullpen. He has allowed 1 hit. That pitch is fouled back. Count 0-2. McDonald is 0-1 in this game. Hard hit ball right at Gray. Line drive. He catches it.
Did your wife ever play?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. She like all through college, she'd go home in the summers and play in tournaments. And then when I was at LMU, she still had 2 semesters left, and so she was getting her graduate degree, and she decided to go play for LMU. So she played for 1 year at LMU.
That's so cool.
And that pitch is bunted foul.
That's another thing that like fifth years, like COVID year people.
Yeah.
Like if I had a COVID year, I would transfer to get my master's and then play beach volleyball
Yep.
somewhere. Try and get my
And the 1-1 pitch. Nice off-speed pitch there for strike two.
So she had like been out of school for like 3 years, 4 years or
Yeah.
something. So
Well, she never. Is it the rule like
Got him looking.
like she didn't start playing sports, so she never had the 5-year eligibility thing?
yep, yep.
My dad always
That'll
makes
bring
the
up
joke
top of
that
the
he's
order.
gonna go back to college and play golf.
Cooper Miles.
Hey, J.R. Smith did
I
that. You
know.
see that?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Takes the first pitch, strike one. Miles reached on an error in the fourth. He is 0 for 2. Pitch outside.
Draft.
2-1. Three-one pitch. Hard hit ball. That's going to drop in left center field for a base hit. So Miles is at second, or excuse me, first with a single. You only get to go to first with a single, not two. So Mikey Scott, who had a really good game in game one, has hitless here in game two. 0 for 2. Top of the sixth inning. Saints lead at 1-0. First pitch, ball one. That pitch is driven into right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. That'll put a runner at third as Scott rounds second and heads in for standing up at third. Throw back over. Excuse me, Scott's at first. Miles went to third. That'll bring up the big first baseman, Callum Moss. Kellen transferred from Seton Hall, big basketball school in Big East Conference, I believe. That is a two-hopper to third. Taylor Clapp throws, and it gets away from the first baseman. The throw was low. It bounced. Welburn couldn't pick it, but it was low and to his right. And that ties the score at 1 as Miles scored from third. Scott goes to third. Moss goes all the way to second on the error. That brings up the catcher, Huyen. First pitch, ball one. So a two-out rally for the Lions as they get the tying run here in the top of the sixth inning. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1 is popped up. Right field. It's going to stay in play. Foul ball. Foul ball. Taylor gave it a good effort. Just came up about less than a foot short as he dove for it. Got a slow walk back to the plate there. That is a base hit into right center field. That will score one. They're waving the runner at second home, and he will score the second run. So Scott and Moss both score on the single to right. 3 runs now in this 2-out rally. Houston Wynn had pitched a really good game through 5, allowing just 1 hit at that point. Off-speed pitch, called a strike. 1-1. That's a ground ball in the hole, second base. Aladino makes the play. That retires the side, but 3-run score in the top of the 6th, and the Lions take a 3-1 lead after 5.5. This is Flagler Saints baseball. At bottom of inning number 6, Bryce Fitzgerald will lead it off for the Saints. Sam Cole on the mound, the starter for the Lions. Lead at 3-1. First pitch swinging, fly ball, carries into right field, and a nice running catch out there by Rivero.
Hey, did you turn the lights on your own, or did someone ask you to?
So one away here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Luke Welburn at the plate. Luke was stranded at third in his last at bat. Pops this one up, and it's a mile high. Third baseman Miles calls for it, makes the play. 2 away. Hard hit ball right up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Taylor Clapp singles to center. Second hit of the day for Taylor. Jesse Sullivan at the plate. Swings to the first pitch. That's off the end of the bat. That's going to get through for a base hit. Taylor Clapp pulled up at second. So right fielder Rivero got on that in a hurry and got it in. Good arm, too. Back-to-back singles for the Saints with 2 outs. Kevin Ruskowski at the plate. Another base hit. That's going to drop into right center field, and that will score a run and put a runner at third and a runner at second as the right fielder, I take that back, as the center fielder misplayed it in right center field. So that's a single and advanced on the error in center. That puts Sullivan at third. Got a meeting at the mound. Here comes the coach. Probably going to make a pitching change as we've had somebody warming up in the Lions bullpen. 3 base hits with 2 outs, similar to what the Lions did in the top of the 6th inning to the Saints. So 2 away, runners at second and third with 2 outs. Second baseman, Peyton Palladino at the plate. At the plate. Swings at the first pitch and hits this a ton. And it's going to carry, and it's caught on the run. Almost did a pirouette out there, but McDonald made the play, and that killed the rally. Saints did get a run, and it's now 3-2 St. Leo after 6. This is Flagler Saints baseball from beautiful St. Augustine, Florida, Drysdale Field. So the count, 1 ball and no strikes after the brief discussion on the mound. That ball's popped up. It's going to go foul, out of play. Foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Again, popped up. That might stay in play. Going to be a tough chance, though. And drops foul. Palladino and Taylor both gave that a pretty good effort, but just out of reach. Count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is a base hit into center field. That'll put a runner at first and second with no outs. That'll bring up Dylan McDonald, who is 0 for 2 today. And Dave makes the slow walk. Dave Barnett coming out of the dugout, heading for the mound. We have a new pitcher. I can't read the number. Who is it?
22, Blake Callen.
Go ahead. Clay Callen was the new pitcher, junior from Venice, Florida. This is his second appearance of the season. He pitched 1 2/3 innings. He allowed a hit, 2 runs, both earned. Struck out 2 and walked 4. You remember when ballparks had organs? Being to play organ player. There's still a couple that still do, but not many. Yeah.
Then it's been 10 years ago now. We went out to California for some conventions, and we went to an Angels game and a Dodgers game. The Dodgers, that's before they started getting all the LED stuff out there, and they were doing, it was all organ music.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I think the Yankees still have one, and I'm pretty sure the Diamondbacks do. Doesn't mean they play it all the time. They still have walk-up music, things like that. And the first pitch, fouled off. Shows a bunt and fouls it off. So no 1 count on McDonald. Now it's 0-2. Several signs from the coach at third base box. Only one I know for sure is when he claps his hands. That means there's no more signs coming. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Nice pitch, too. Came down low, almost sidearm. Got him on swinging.
Hey Ben, are you close by the softball field to take an older lady to the bathroom on the golf cart? Yeah, I'm right here. Oh, then maybe say hi over there.
Okay, we now have a pinch hitter. Ryan Robinson, junior from Plant City, Florida, over by Tampa. Yep, hit him. First pitch hit him on his left leg, so the bases are loaded. And we have a pinch runner, Zach Benson from Lithia, Florida. Cooper Miles is pinch hitting for the Lions. Miles, a senior from Noblesville, Indiana. His first at bat today. Pitch is fouled off. Misread the lineup. Miles is not a pinch hitter, excuse me. In fact, he scored in the sixth. Scored a run. A two-out rally by the Lions gave them a 3-1 lead at the time. Saints came back to score one in the bottom of the sixth, and that's the score right now. With the bases loaded and one out, it is 3-2 Lions. That pitch is low, and it's 3 balls and a strike. That is a hard hit ball to third. Clapp's going to go home. Nicely done. No double play, but the lead run is eliminated. The fielder's choice puts a Curry out at home. Still the bases are loaded. Brings up Mikey Scott, the DH. And he also scored a run in the sixth. Pitch is fouled off. First pitch, strike one. Shadows are getting long now. If you're playing left field or shortstop or third base, you got to look right at the sun. Understand that's bad for you if you do that. Oh, beauty. What a nice little off-speed pitch that was. You could almost he should throw that every time. That's how good that pitch is. The 0-2 pitch coming up. And that's a fair ball. Just did get to the bag. Nice play by Taylor Clapp to retire the side and keep a run from scoring. So the score after 6.5 is 3-2 Lions. A couple of nice defensive plays out there by the Saints. Saints coming to bat in the bottom of the seventh. They need 1 to tie and 2 to take the lead. This is Flagler, Saints baseball. Bottom of inning number 7, Will Taylor will lead it off. Taylor batting in the 9 slot. Trey Newland on deck. Back to the top of the order. First pitch, strike 1. For those of you that are watching, magic of the adjustable camera. We got the lights back on again. Good job, Matt. Had to change your hat and run out there and do some camera work. Line drive, but flagged down by Moss, first baseman. So Trey Newland will step in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Fly ball to right. It's fairly shallow. Rivero moving to his left makes the catch, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up the shortstop, Mason Gray. Mason singled in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. Or excuse me, 1 for 3. That pitch has popped up. Might stay in play. Gonna be a tough chance. If it does, it just got out of play. Did you see the distance that second baseman covered just then? Holy cow. That young man is fast. Yeah. Akuri is the second baseman in this game. Called strike 3. So the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down. No run score here in the bottom of the 7th. It remains a 3-2 lead for the Lions here at beautiful Drysdale Field and even more beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. This is Flagler Saints baseball. So we got a 3-2 ball game. It's top of the 8th inning. First pitch swinging. That's the big man, first baseman Kalen Moss. He fouls it off. Ooh, a big cut. Swing and a miss. That is a base hit right straight up the middle. Clay Callan on the mound for the Saints here in the 8th inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Luke Hewen. We got a pinch runner for the big man at first. Number 5 in your program. That's Travis Graves. About a 50-pound difference in size there. Yeah, about 4 or 5 inches in height, too. Speed is of essence here. Trying to add to their 3-2 lead. Callan will pitch from the stretch. One 0 count. Shows bunt. Runner breaks for second. A one-hop throw, and he is safe. The 1-1 pitch shows bunt again. This time he gets it down. Should roll foul. That was smart. Good play by the pitcher. So the count of ball and 2 strikes as that bunt attempt goes foul. That is a wild pitch, and it will advance the runner. Runner at third, no outs. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. From the stretch. Pitch low and inside, 3-2. Infield drawn in, trying to keep the lead at 1. Lions looking for an insurance run. The pitch. Runners at first and third as he walks him. Lions scored all 3 of their runs in the 6th after a 2-out rally. That'll bring up the shortstop. Yaziel Nunez. Chops this one. It's going to stay fair. Pitcher comes off the mound, can't make the play. And we got an error on the pitcher who did not make the play. Reached for it, grabbed it, couldn't hold it. Clapp came in behind him to hold up on it to keep the runner at second. But the runner at third scores, and it's 4-2. So Moss scores, excuse me, the pinch runner for Moss scored. Again, showing bunt, pulled it back, called a strike. Another bunt lays down. That's going to be a good one. Taylor Clapp fields with one hand, throws to first, and gets the out. But it's a sacrifice bunt as both runners advance. So we got runners at second and third with one out.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're topping 8.
So top of the eighth, 4-2 Lions. Saints looking to pick up their first win of the year. Early in the season now, but still looking for that first win. Nice pitch there. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Luis Rivera at the plate. Runners at second and third. Pitch is low, so it's a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch gets away, another wild pitch, and that should score a run. No, it did not. Nice play all the way around there. Beautiful. Sullivan got the ball off the backstop. The runner got a late break from third, and Callan came in and made the tag. Nicely done. That saved the run. 2 good plays. Sullivan played the bounce off the backstop. Ball bounced right back to him as he was running toward the backstop. He was able to turn around and make that toss to home in time. We now have a full count at 3-2, of course, and 2 outs and a runner at third. Rivera with the 3-2 count. Callan comes set. The pitch. Just off the plate. Sullivan thought it was a strike. He's going to politely ask the umpire whether it was in. He said it was outside. Okay. It didn't sound outside from up here, I can tell you that. Sounded like caught the corner. Yep, really did. That low sidearm delivery that Callan has is a bit confusing is a good word. We're slowly losing the light here at Drysdale Field. The lights are on, but it's that time of day when it just doesn't matter.
How we doing over there, guys, ladies? We hanging in? Holding in there. Holding in there. It'll be better after the walk-off come out in the ninth. Wouldn't that be nice, you know? Oh, no, it's gotta be nice. It'd be nice if it went over the monster, too. Ooh, over Maximo? Yeah, over Maximo. Right over the shield in center. That'd be a bomb today. The shield die?
Runner goes to second. There is no throw down. So runners at second and third with 2 outs. Dylan McDonald at the plate. Ball hit him. Bases loaded. Got another pitching change as Dave heads for the mound. Brad Vondruska will be the new pitcher. He is a junior from Gurnee, Illinois. Might have some stats on Vondruska if he's pitched before, and he has. This will be his second appearance. He pitched 1 inning, Allowed a hit, no runs, and no walks and no strikeouts.
And we are at bottom of the sixth here.
Dave did a little slow walk by to discuss that pitch call by the umpire. I'm sure it was all politely done. Zach Benson is due up. He's standing in the on deck circle swinging a bat right now. Vandruska has finished his warm up pitches. He comes in with 2 outs and the bases loaded, trying to kill this attempted rally here. And Benson will step in. So Benson awaits the first pitch from Vandruska, and the delivery is a wild pitch. Nicely done. No runners advance, as this time Sullivan catches it on 1 hop off the backstop. And it's just ball 1. Since they put in that trampoline backstop there, that's pretty nice, isn't it? Whoa! Vandruska caught that off his glove. 1 hopper to the second baseman, Palladino, who makes the play at first. That's a 1-4-3 put out. You don't see that very often. So the side is retired. The bases are left loaded, but 1 run scores in the top of the 8th, and the score is now 4-2 Lions after 7.5. This is Flagler Saints baseball from Drysdale Field in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. Bottom of the 8th inning. And the center fielder Fitzgerald steps in and throws his bat to the backstop, just like that. First pitch, strike 1. Stupid bat. I don't know. Matt, not only did they not have aluminum bats back when I played, they didn't have batting helmets either. I'm not kidding. That's how long ago it was. It was in the 50s. 3 hopper, shortstop. Nunez. He is pretty slick out there at shortstop. Saved them a couple of runners. Probably saved them quite a few runners in this series.
4-foot mound. It'd be so expensive though.
Yeah, the Cape Cod lead still, the summer Cape Cod lead still uses wood bats.
They should do it with bomb bats.
One ball and one strike.
But what do y'all bats cost right now? Like 300 bucks? Oh no, they're not cheap now, but at least they don't break as easy. Yeah.
One ball and two strikes.
But I mean, to get a decent wood bat to play with, though, it's going to cost what?
Welburn takes a pitch low, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Heading for left field. Nunez calls for it. He gets called off. I think he may have been able to make the play. The left fielder made the catch, but Nunez, the shortstop, wanted it. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Big cut, foul ball, third base side. Third baseman Taylor Clapp at the plate. First pitch, foul ball, strike one. 2 away. Off speed pitch, strike two. Sam Cole, the starter for the Lions, still on the mound here in the 8th inning. 4-2 Lions. Pitch low and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Each team has 7 hits. Been 5 errors total. 3 by the Saints and 2 by the Lions. That pitch low, and it's 2-2. Two pitch right back to the pitcher. Don't think it looked like it went right by him. Nunez got to the ball and didn't pick it. That's a base hit. Nunez able to knock it down and keep it in the infield. But the runner safe at first with a single. Excuse me, the batter safe at first with a single. Welburn. Jesse Sullivan at the plate. That was Taylor Clapp, by the way, who singled up the middle. Fly ball toward left, and it drops for a base hit in left field. Runners at first and second. 2 away. So Riscassi will bat next. Kevin had a sac bunt in the second. Had a single in the 8th, or excuse me, the 6th. This is the 8th. I'm losing track of innings, Matt. You get a double header going. Yeah, you get towards 17 or so, it starts to run together a little bit on me. Saints a good opportunity here with 2 outs.
Wake up, Jordan. Wake up.
I'm awake.
Riscassi the DH in this game. High fly ball. So a foul ball for strike 2. Pitch got away. Both runners will advance. Must have hit a flat spot. Ball didn't roll back.
Hit in between the seams.
Hit him, yeah, or down at the bottom of the padding. You got to hit the trampoline for that to work right. We're getting a pinch runner. It's second. Donovan Garcia goes in to run.
So one in for Sullivan.
So Garcia comes in to pinch run for Sullivan. Time for a 2-out rally. Right here. Hard hit ball right down the line. Foul. Fair ball. Ah, just in time. What a play by the third baseman. Hung with that thing, backhanded it down the line, and made a nice throw to first. Side is retired, and no run score here in the bottom of the 8th. Saints have another inning to try and pick up 2 runs, make it 3. We can all go home happy. This is Flagler Saint Baseball. Griffin Garcia is the new catcher. Top of the 9th inning. Top of the order for the Lions. Miles at the plate. Cooper Miles. First pitch, strike 1. Clay Callan on the mound for the Saints. Came in as in relief. One ball, one strike. Woo, big cut. Strike 2. Might have hurt his hand, he swung so hard. I think we may have to make a change here. He's hurt his left hand swinging that last swing he took. Brad Vandruska is the pitcher. He came in relief of Callan. He's going to try it. Why not? Foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes now. The pitch was low, and it's a full count. It's hit off the end of the bat. Taylor Clapp makes a nice play third. Gets the run, gets the batter at first. One away. So that'll bring in Mikey Scott. Scott the DH. Scored a run in the sixth. Had a hit and scored. First pitch is strike one. Fouled that pitch off, strike two. Big cut. Strike three. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, you're out. Two away. So Rivera Martinez will bat. First pitch, strike one. Pitch outside, count even at one. Vandruska from the windup, pitches high, and it's 2-1.
The guy from, wasn't it the Red Sox? No. There's that dude who had the really
Jared
long...
Saltalamacchia.
Yes, that's the one.
Well,
How about the guy for the Rays now? Their best player. Last name starts with an A. Really long. Yes.
Rosarena.
Yeah.
Like the name literally goes like down like
Yeah.
that. It's like you can't even read it.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ground ball foul, first base side. Full count. The pitch. Swung and a miss. Struck him out. So the side is retired and no run score in the top of the ninth. After 8.5, it's 4-2 Lions. Saints coming to bat in the bottom of the ninth. They need 3 to send us all home happy. This is Flagler Saints baseball. New pitcher for St. Leo is Nick Jennings. Right-hander, 6'3", 220 from Land O'Lakes, Florida. So the warm-up tosses are complete for Mr. Jennings. And he will face Peyton Palladino. I'm thinking bases loaded triple. That's what I'd like to see. A bases loaded triple. That's what I want. I want some excitement now. Daggone it.
I do too, man. You know, we've never hit a home run over that since it's been built. Right.
Foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Second year. This is second year? Yep.
2-2 pitch is hard hit ball. It's in the hole, and Nunez can't get there. A single. All right, there you go. 2 more guys on, and then a triple. Matt wants a home run over Maximo with 2 guys on. I want 3 guys on and a triple. Maximo, the friendly mascot out there on the right field wall. First pitch, called strike 1. Will Taylor at the plate. He's due for a base hit right about now. Just got a piece of that one, but catcher caught it. 0-2. Trey Newland on deck. And this ball is looped into left field. It's not going to be deep enough. McDonald makes the catch. So Trey Newland will step in. Pitch is low. The 1-0 delivery is high. 2-0. Mason Gray, the shortstop, on deck. That's a called strike. Evens the count at 2. Called strike 3. So Mason Gray will step in with 2 outs. First pitch called strike 1. That pitch is popped, but it's going to go foul, so it's strike 2. Saints down to their last strike. That pitch is fouled straight back. Close pitch to take, but it's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That pitch is high. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out swinging, and that's the ball game. Final score, 4-2 Lions, 4 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. The Saints got 10 hits, scored 2 runs, committed 3 errors. St. Leo wins all 3 games in this 3-game set, and the Saints still looking for their first win of the season. And the next home game is February 16th, I believe. Please tune in for that. Better yet, come out to the game. We need all the fans we can get here in the ballpark. It's Bill Topping from Drysdale Field in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida, saying thank you for tuning in. This has been Flagler Saints Baseball.